So we are recording this English meeting right now. So as we were talking some minutes ago, we continue talking. I'm gonna make these questions for Alice. Sorry, for Charming today. People might, first of all, I'd like to introduce our guys here. Here is an English YouTube channel just to practice our speaking skills. We have been knowing each other here just by the internet. We don't know and personal these guys which are here. So our main point with this English YouTube channel is just to improve our speaking skills together by free, which means without paying anything, because today is not so easy. Everything is paid, like Cambly, like italki and other apps. We must pay to practice our speaking skills, but here is different. Here we are just friends which are trying to improve our speaking skills by talking each other. We are not a professor, we are not an English teachers, we are just English ESL, which we call English second language, okay? So right now I will ask the next question to Charmy. Charmy, as I asked it to Mohammed General, I'd like to ask the same question. So I have been noting my own skills, improving my own skills, and I know that I needed to improve my writing skills right now. And you, how about you? How is your English level? How you have been watching your videos, watch yourself speaking English? What would you like to increase at your English skills?
Okay, well, thank you. And um, for now, I am very upset about my English practicing because you know that I didn't practice yet. So that my practice English speaking practice is very low percentage and percentage, but my writing skill is good. I think it's good. I don't admit it that like that, but I think it's good. But I have to practice more because you know that I did my IELTS course. So I have to practice more. But my basic is a little bit strong, so that I think my writing skill is good. And reading is also good, but in IELTS exam, I have to maintain the time. So I didn't get it that like that time is too short for IELTS exam. It's 1 hour only, and I have to complete three passages. So I didn't from till now I didn't get it time maintaining system. It's too hard for me to complete in 1 hour three passages. I complete two passages in 1 hour because I understand the reading section, but I have to get more time. And for this, I didn't answer the third passage, so it's very hard to maintain the time. And speaking test, yesterday I did my mock test, so my result is 5.5 band score in speaking. So and my sir is praised me that my speaking skill, and when I started it, then it was 4, so it's improved. But I've just he said that you did well 5 times better now it's, but I think it's not so better, not so good, because I didn't practice anymore. And for now I'm continuing my academic study, so that I didn't have the more time and free time for seeing videos or practicing. And um, during 15 days, 10 or 15 days, I didn't complete any test till now, so that I have very lacking for practicing. And I didn't complete any task in reading also. So it's very hard for me to for now to practicing more. And and also listening skill is a very good option for me to create my band score, a desired score, because I think my listening skill is so good than others for in my term, because I most of the time I watch videos, and so that my listening skill is good. But for my IELTS exam I have to practice more and more, because it's not so good, because in my exam, real exam, it's not delivered that what I am thinking about this will be present in present. So I have to practice more. But I think for now I have to concentrate in my writing skill for practicing, because I know it's good, but if I didn't practice more, then it will be in low rate or low score. So I have to practice in writing skill. And speaking is good, but I have to practice more and more, because I have enough time for my IELTS exam, because I will sit my exam in 2 years later. So I have got enough time for it. So I think my academic study is also important. So my academic study and speaking or my learning English also important. And so I think I have to continuous balanced in two sectors in different time. So
Nice.
I am continuing to improve myself, but I didn't get so much time, and I didn't take it as a interesting things, because when I was I completed my academic study, then I was so bored and so tired. Then I don't feel excited to learn English, so that if I have more time, then I will be free. Then I will practice more for English. That is all now for me.
Yes, no, but I understand you, and I know because you have been facing a lot of testing at the same time. You are studying so many matters, so many measures, and so it's not easy to get concentrate, to stay concentrated, stay focused in more than one or two things at the same time. It's not easy. So sometimes we don't get the band score that we always wanted, but it's the way you are in the right way. So you must just to keep studying, just to keep managing your time, and that is exactly what we are talking about today. We're gonna talk to about our English managing time. So how can we have how can we can do it? How we can do it? How we can manage our English studying time? So I first of all, I'd like to compliment. I'd like to how can I say? I'd like to give you my good votes because you said that you got 5.5 in IELTS speaking test. I'm right.
Yes.
Okay, so first of
In
all,
yesterday my mock test was held
yeah, yeah,
like
the
this.
mocking test. It's but it's good. It was not a bad band score because 5.5 to get at least 7 is not so difficult. You just needed to practice more, like you once said. You must just speak
Yeah,
more.
my sir told me that your confidence level is so high for now, but first time when I saw you, that was really poor. But now you are so confident about this. So I was a little bit happy to hear this. But my previous mock test, not mock test, but class test result was 6.5. So for now it is too bad that I didn't improve, and also I did emotion. My demotion is complete, so that
No
is
problem, no
really
problem. Stay happy, stay excited about your exams because everyone passes to the same way. Everyone starts lower and start developing the middle of the process. So you are developing. The first test you got four point something, but right now you
Four,
are
yeah.
five. Yes, but right now you got in your mocking test, which is more hard, which is harder than the school test, is 5.5. So that's good. That's okay. And it's very important to know how is your English level. So you are improving. Like I always said for Mohammed channel, for Alice, for others colleagues here, we must just spend more time in that part of our English, which we know that we must improve it at. So if you would like to improve your speaking skills, you must focus more time on it. You must manage time on it. If you would like to improve your writing skills, it's the same, but it's not easy because there's a lot of ways to learn English. We can learn by writing, by speaking, by listening, and of course by speaking. Depend on each one of us because I would like to improve more my speaking skills. I'd like to be good enough in English speaking skills, but I know I will need it to improve. I gonna need to improve my writing and my listening at the same time because English is all this talk. This is not just speaking. We must speak, we must write, we
Actually,
must.
yeah, sorry. You may continue.
Yeah, so I we must do to improve in all the areas, in all parts of the English process, not just one. But as I have in my mind, I must focus more on speaking right now. But of course, let me try to divide my time here. 100% of time, which I had to spend with English, 50% I spend to learning how to speak better. I spend to practice my speaking skills, even by myself. And the other 50%, I use it to divide it from the other aspects of English. So writing, listening, and writing, listening, and reading. That is the other time. So 50% I haven't spent to my speaking skills because I believe in my career that it will be more useful to me to be able to communicate and understand very well my colleagues and to speak with them, to make some meetings with them without problems to express my ideas. So that's why I decided to use more speaking and listening skills. But depend on each of you, depend what you wanna achieve, what you exactly wanna achieve with your English skills. So congratulations for your level. Don't be shy, don't be sad about that. Just focus on your future because I know in some months, maybe 1, 2 months, if you apply hard about your English, you will get at least band 8, band 8.5. I know that because it's totally possible. We are here and you are communicate with me and I can understand everything. So, but I'm not able to speak Bangla, so I don't know anything, any word about your own language, but I can understand you because your English is well, your English is good, you are improved, so we can communicate in English. And if I can understand you, maybe you just needed to keep working in our pronunciation, keep you working in your English skills, English speaking skills, because that is we can bring a lot of opportunities for your career, for your future, as you told me before. Uh, First of all, guys, as I said, the second topic for today, or the main topic for today, it will be like this. Let me share it with you. It is not difficult, but it is important. As we were talking, I would like to ask for you, General, are you good at managing your time? So, what you say? There are people who would say, actually, I would say I'm not good. I don't really have a system in place to organize things. I know some people have an electronic organizer or use some device to plan what they are doing, but I don't do that. But I always make sure I'm on time for appointments and things like that. And I meet deadlines and get things done. So there are people who have no electronic device, have no things to help them to organize their life, but they think that they have a good way to manage their own time. So I'd like to ask you, General, Are you good at managing your time? What you would you say? What is should I say about this? What you can say for us?
Thank you, Alex. Actually, time managing is a difficult part, but uh, I'm always trying to managing the time because I have to make I make a plan every day because maximum time I have to work at my home, and I have to make many reports and also submit to our office. So when I get any assignment, and I take a note in the my phone device, and I mention it that time. So maximum time I have to join many meetings with many sectors. So I take a note in my sticky pad. So maximum. I think it's very helpful. It's very helpful for me, and it helped many times. This note when I finished one assignment or one task. After that, I see my routine like a sticky note, and then I do the next work or next or join the next meeting. And after finishing my work or office time, um, uh, I make a plan for my family. Like I have to shopping. I have to purchase like curry or food items for my home, and I take 1 hour for my home purpose purchasing or shopping. And after that, I came back to my home, and I take a refresher and prayer, also having dinner. I think that time managing is difficult, but I always try to manage it, Alex.
Very, very nice. As you told us, we have been trying to face some improvements about our managed time, and I have been faced the same problem because I have my family. We had 2 kids, my wife, my job, and of course our English WhatsApp, our English group. As we are talking here, so we have to manage all these things at the same time. And meanwhile, I'm planning to start my graduation, my other graduation, which will be, I'm trying to electrical engineer. So it will be very difficult to manage time, all the things at the same time. So it's not easy, but we gonna try. We gonna try because as we are, how can I say, we are just youngers. We must use this energy. We must use our faculties, our mental health to try right now because after some time maybe we will get tired about our life, and maybe we will not be able if we stay just put away the things that we really want to do. So it's not easy, like you told, and I face the same situation sometimes. I must spend time with my family, but I must study English and I must do my job. So it's not easy, but we have been dealing with this in a good way because we are here. So if we are here, that means that we have been deal and the right ways with our times management. And you, Charming, are you good at managing your time? As you told us some minutes before that, you have been facing a lot of things, a lot of compromises at the same time. Let us know how do you manage this situation at the same time?
Basically, I'm not good at managing time. But when it's so important for me, and then I'll try. I try to manage time, and it's very hard when my exam is held. For exam is time is fixed, you know that. So this time is very hard for me to managing time. Uh, when my exam is start, then I make some different tricks to manage it. Sometimes I did the main important things first, then I completed less important things. Then I managed my time. But in workplace, when I had to managing time, then I did every work in times early. So when started it early, then I have to prepare my some rules or some tricks to complete the work, complete the idea. But sometimes it was very hard for me to managing time. And you know that I told you yesterday my mock test was held, and in my reading section, but it was my first mock test. So that it's very hard. It was very hard to managing time, and I didn't it before, didn't take it before. So for me, first time it's very hard, and I was very upset about it because my reading part is so low, was low, so low. Then I have to managing time, and when I have to do some work in perfect fixed time. Then I will try to practice about this work early before. Then when I was practicing, you know that practice makes a man perfect. So when I practice it, that it helps me to managing time, managing this work uh, differently. So when it comes to that I have to managing time, then I feel I have to make some tricks about this. So I'm
Nice.
done.
Nice, nice. It's not easy, we are talking about, but it's so important to manage time correctly, to manage time as good as possible. And we are trying. We are trying to manage our time in the best ways. Every day we learn a new way. Every day we learn a new thing that must be important for us. And I would like to ask the second and the third question, but as I noticed, you both already answered that question with your first one. But so let me see Let me see the another topic. Okay, we already talked about that. Let me choose another one here. Let me see. Just okay. The second one need to be this. I hope it will be good. Let me see. Yes, here. Let's talk about this topic. I don't know if let me see if you were watching. Yes. Let's talk about the second topic. As you could notice, as you would probably notice, let me explain better. The last topic we were using here, we are using a topic related to manage time. So right now we changed all the topic because we are not prepared to talk about this other one. Because if you were talking about managing time, we never think that we will discuss the second talk about swimming. So who knows that we're gonna talk about swimming. So that's the key to force our brains to make our brains think in English. If we are able to talk about any topic whenever time it's necessary, anytime as necessary. So let me try help you. The first question, general, as you live, I already know that you live close to the lake, close to the beach, and I would like to know: can you swim? What should I say? What should be your answer?
Alex, thank you for your nice question. Actually, I can swimming. I can swim because I live in near the beach. So maximum time I swim in the beach, also river, also pond. So it's very helpful for our body fitness. So it's make refresher moment, and also I think it help us to make confident in any work or in any time or any time. So swimming is very important. So I learn actually uh, I achieved or I learned this swimming in lots of years ago when I was the children. Um, that time I was very interested to learn swim. So my cousin he helped me to make he helped me to uh, mm, take swimming in the pond. So I tried many times, but maximum time I fall in the water, and he helped me, and he get me up in the water. So it was very difficult to um, make the swimming for me. But right now it's very easy, and I know many kinds of swimming. Swimming is there are lots of style. So maximum time I try to swim in the pond or beach. Exactly. Last week um, I visit. Sorry. Last week I stayed in the five-star hotel. There is a swimming pool. So I and my baby were swimming there. So I can swim finally. Alex, thank you.
Nice. Okay, okay, very good. It's very important to swim because someday maybe you can need it to help or to save your own life. So swim is another way to protection yourself to make yourself safe. So, Charming, I'd like to ask the same question and at the same time ask the second one. So, first of all, can you swim? And the next one, are there many places to swim near you? So, I'd like to answer these two questions, Nancy. Sorry, Charming.
Oh no, I can't swim. Actually, the main reason is that there was no such opportunity in the place where I was, and I haven't had the chance yet. But one day I will definitely learn. And basically, it something that we learn in our childhood. But in my childhood, where I was born and where I was live, in this place there was no scope to learn swimming. And sometime when I went my cousin's relatives place, then I was trying to learn this, but I can't. And sometimes in village sector, province, it is very easy and very popular thing that when it was rain, children all are going to swim in their ponds. But in my childhood, I was sometime that clean liking person, and so I didn't like it to swim in ponds because it was dirty, and I don't like it. I didn't like it. So I think I was think that if I will swim, then all germs will attack me. And for my childhood, I didn't have the space, and I didn't learn from anyone. But I tried many times to learn, but I can't learn this. And for now, it's obviously a very important and essential thing for life. But I didn't learn it yet. But if I go abroad, then I will definitely learn about it. So
Exactly.
for now, I didn't learn it.
No problem, no problem. I just learned it. I just learned how to swim, or just learned swim when I was at the army tournament. When I was at the army organization here at Brazil Army, I had to learn, but there were no one to help me learn at that time. We just was pull ups. We just were pull ups. At the river, and we had to help ourselves to stay the superficie, to stay help to stay live. So that was how I learned it at that time. It was not very good experience, but I learned it. I had to learn it at that time. Okay. So Jahado must to leave. So okay, sorry, Genoa must leave. So Genoa, I'm so excited to have you here with us today. So thank you to be here. Feel free whenever you want to be here with us. I will be available to talk with you and to practice English with you, my friend. Thank you. Feel free to leave. No worry.
Okay, thank you, Alex. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one. And so, as we were talking about the charming, so before we finish here, we are almost to finish time to our classes, but it's very important to learn. And the last question, but not least, do you think everyone should learn to swim? What do you think, and why?
Yes, of course. Everyone should learn to swim because it's very essential thing in our life. When and it's very important for us, for Bangladeshi people, because you know that in our country there are lots of river and sea level. So we have to swim. Sorry, we have to learn this because in everywhere in every city there was on if I told about that a river or sea, not sea, just river or pond in every cities it's available. So if we are in a danger with water, some water, then we should learn to swim. It will help us. But if we don't know how to swim, then if we will in danger, it can be a life danger situation. So everyone should learn this, and it's a easy thing that we learn in everywhere. And for now, there are lots of academy for learning swim. So everyone should learn how to swim, and it's very essential things for life.
Nice, nice. I totally agree with you. And I learned it effectively how to swim. It was I believe it 2 or 3 years ago when a little bit more than that. When I went to the auntie's house. I don't know exactly if the name house, but when I was at my my family house, it was far for the city where I live right now, and there they have a pool, and I had the opportunity to learn there because it's more safe for you if you have opportunity to learn how to swim in a pool. It's more safe, it's more effective. But of course, if you have no pool closer to you, there you must look a good lake, because there are no currents, there are no river fluents to help and to maybe to interrupt your planning. But you should go to the lake, you should go to the safe place, and of course use some equipment to protect yourself. There's some fluctuation equipment which can help you to stay at the superficie, because it's danger if you don't know how to swim and you try by your own self in a lake. It will be danger. It will be maybe you put yourself in a risk, and it's not good. So if you are planning to learn swim, just go, but with safe. Okay, go with safe.
Yeah,
Um,
actually, for now, if I want to learn it, but it's not fit me because for now we are at middle age. I think not so much, but now our body is too heavy. So learning swim is too hard for now. And for this reason, and you told me that in I can learn in lake, but in our country there are too much ponds, but it's a little bit dirty. But in our country, there in every city it's not available the lake, which is very clean. And in the most popular city and our capital city, there are available for swim, and there was lot of lake for swimming, learn swimming. But I didn't live there. So in my city, I think it's not don't have the opportunity where there is a clean lake or something for learning swim. So for now, it's very hard because I haven't any opportunity. So for this, I told you that if I will go in abroad, then I will always definitely learn for
no
swimming.
problem. No problem, because to be honest with you, closer to my house, closer to my city here, there's just one place which they have a pool. It's which is like a school to teach people swimming, but unfortunately, it's not. It's a little. It's quite expensive to pay to get at least once a week class. It will just once a week, and you must to pay.
Yeah, actually, it's very expensive because in our city also I have a pool, but it's in a five-star hotel. So in a five-star hotel, it's always so expensive. So it's very hard.
Yeah, and for me, it doesn't make sense to pay them to help my swimming skills. But I was trying, I was planning some days ago with my wife. My wife and I was planning to send our kids to learn there, but it's not like I told you, it's quite expensive. So we are hoping have more money in the future as soon as possible to teach them, to help them learn, because I believe it to be good for their health, because my son has
Yeah,
some.
for children, it's very important thing. And the sad thing is, my younger brother also don't know how to swim.
Yeah, and my son
He tried
has.
so many times, and my mom is helping him, but he didn't try it so good. But I think he know little bit that he can swim 5 or 10 minutes in ponds, but not so much time, so many times.
Yeah, because sometimes when we try when we are swimming ourselves, we feel so tired after some minutes. Our body starts feeling exhausted after some 15 minutes during your swimming. It's totally normal. So that's why it's so important for us to have our equipments to help us. If we Let's imagine that we are on the ocean, we are traveling by boat, and some bad things happen with our boat, and we are our boat sinking in the middle of the ocean, and we are on the middle of the ocean by ourselves. So if you have no equipment to help us stay on the superficie, maybe in 30 minutes, 1 hour, we will die, because we will not stay swimming for a long time. We cannot do it because our body stay exhausted as very really fast when we are on the water. So especially when we are in the salt water, which is the ocean's water. So that's why it's very important to know swim. But to use the prevention, to use equipments, the right equipments to learn and to go to people who already know swim, who really have the great skills to help us. Especially, of course, if you had the opportunity to learn with people which are profession teachers about swimming, it would be better, of course. But we must use all the resources to keep ourselves safe when we are trying to learn swimming, because can be dangerous if we have no the right person to help us and the right equipment to help us stay safe on the water. So it's very important. And that's it, Charm. I believe we finish our English session for today. I would like to thank you so much to be here to join us today and to help you with my speaking skills, because as I told Alice some days ago, and I told it for other colleagues on our groups some days ago too, it's very important to have people here with us to practice, because at the same time, when I'm trying to help their English development, I help myself. I improve my English, my own English skills. So it's exchanged experience here. We are learning together. Okay, so you helped me today, and I'm really thank you for this. And I hope see you in the next English session here with us. Okay.
Yeah, and thank you too. Yeah, it's
So
really a good time for me.
thank you, thank you. It's very important to know that, and it was very interesting to know that you have been trying your IELTS speaking test. It even though if it was a mocking test, but it's very important to have people like you on their groups, because you have been facing for professional tasks on our English skills, so that can bring us a lot of quality for our English group. Okay, so thank you to be here. And right now, I will stop the recording on this video.